Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Burma, and today we have a humongous update in Overwatch. It was about 9.55 gigabytes in total, and it added in a lot of stuff. It added in Sombra, it added in the new arcade mode, and it even added in a whole bunch of nerfs and buffs to players. Well, not players, I guess you could say, but characters. And we are going to just cover everything here in this video. So, I busted my balls to try and get you guys some Sombra gameplay because literally everybody wants to be Sombra, and it is cancer. Like, literally, it's cancer. And if you guys do not believe it's cancer, here's a clip right now on screen of when I went in. I had to go into the no limits mode, which I'm going to cover today. But pretty much no limits means that, like, if you guys remember the old quick play, you can have as many characters as you want in one. But had to do that, everybody was Sombra. Everybody was Sombra. So, let's get into this video. So, talking about arcade because that is a new big feature, a huge feature in Overwatch actually. So, if you guys did not know, quick play has been changed to have more competitive like of a style. So, you cannot have more than one character. You pick one character and one character can be on your team. So, you cannot have like 6 tracers or 6 Sombras. You can have one Sombra. You cannot have more than one, which kind of nice, but I mean, like, it is what it is. And I see why, because, you know, they made the no limits thing an arcade mode game. Now, let's get into the arcade. First off, we have arcade, which is a, well, not arcade. Arcade's the name of the thing, but we have mystery duel. Mystery duel is a 1v1, 9 rounds, best out of the 9, so first to win 5. It selects a random character for you, and both characters, like both people, are that one character. So, like, say Sombra is picked, you are both Sombra, 1v1, fight to the death, best of 9, 5, and you win. Alright guys, so we have the elimination next, which is the new most popular game mode in arcade, which is a 3v3 elimination style. It is 3 players on a team, and you cannot respawn. So once you die, you die. The only way to get picked up is with a Mercy ultimate, and I believe that the ultimates have been changed so you earn them a little bit faster because there are so many, and that you have one map to play on. It's called Echo Point Antarctica. So you have to defeat the enemy team 3 times to win, which is really, really nice. So there are like 7 rounds. Not 7 rounds. It's just first to 3. So you have a max of 5 games in total. But that's pretty nice. And I can't wait to see until like they added in more game modes. Well, not game modes, but more maps for that game mode. And then next we have Mystery Heroes, which is a 6v6 game mode to where it randomly selects you a character and you play for that character. And let's see. Yeah, it's just a random hero. So yeah, just random hero overall, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, no, every respawn, it will change a character for you. So you can end up probably having like 6 Sombras if you play and you're just good enough and you don't die and you just have 6 Sombras. So it's pretty neat, but I've already done that with friends before, except we would stick to like that one character the entire game, which is pretty neato. Then we have the brawls. Well, all brawls. So what all brawls is every single brawl that has ever been in Overwatch is in that game mode, and it's a 6v6, and it's just every single brawl. And then there's no limits, which I covered before, which is pretty much the classic quick match game, which is pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. And you can have 6 of whatever you want, which is how I had that really chaotic, cancerous Sombra clip for you guys. Now, that sucks. Like, honestly, I know everybody wants to play a Sombra, but if you are playing on a 6v6, like 6 Sombra versus 6 Sombra, it's literally cancer. Everybody hacks everybody. So many EMPs. You don't see people. There's people like that. And also, if you're not, like, Sombra is a 3-star character. So if you are not good at Sombra, your team will lose. Like, I've already played, like, the quick match, just regular old quick match, and I had a Sombra on my team. And I wanted to be Sombra because I've played as Sombra before, which is pretty nice because I played it on PC. And it's cancer. Like, it's literally cancer. If you have a bad Sombra on your team, you are going to lose. If the enemy team has a good Sombra, they are going to win. Because when I was playing as Zenyatta because I couldn't be Sombra because Sombra was already taken. And I had my ultimate. I was getting ready. It was 99% to 99%. We had it, and I was just getting ready to ult. My entire team died. I was going to ult to like save a little bit of time for my team. And right before I could ult, the enemy team Sombra comes in and just EMPs me. Like, just me. And so then they came back and they won. But my Sombra during that game did not hack any, to what I could see, didn't really hack anybody. They didn't hack any health point places, so it would respawn faster and the enemy team couldn't take them. It was just really dumb. If you're not a good Sombra, I mean, I understand everybody wants to try Sombra, but if you're not a good Sombra, please don't pick Sombra. Leave it up to somebody who knows what they're doing. And a little point, I honestly don't want to tell you guys, but if you guys do want to be Sombra, what I recommend doing is just going over and playing competitive. But if you guys feel that you're not a good Sombra, please do not go into the competitive and play a Sombra, because don't ruin the experience for all the people that really enjoy competitive, and just play a Sombra just so you can play a Sombra and try her out, because lots of people get really upset. So please try and avoid that as much as possible. Now let's actually get on to Sombra. So Sombra has a lot of abilities, like a lot of really, really nice abilities. So she has a submachine gun, which is a machine pistol. It is a short-range automatic weapon, and it actually does a fair amount of damage. It has 60 bullets in the magazine, so it can do some damage. She has a translocator, which is kind of like a little beacon grenade. She throws it, and you can teleport to it, and you have 15 seconds before that will reset. It has to do stuff like that. Then she has the thermo-optic camo, which she becomes invisible for 6 seconds, but it's more like 4 seconds, because the first second and the last second is kind of like your decloaking and cloaking ability kind of going, because like you shimmer into it. Then she has the hack ability, which is her LT or whatever it is on PC. So you hold it down, you can hack an enemy, you hack them for I think 6 seconds. A regular enemy is 6 seconds, and then you can hack health packs for I think 60 seconds, where only your team can take them, and they come back at a faster rate, and the enemies cannot take them at all. Which is really nice, because if you go into a fight, it's good to have like one of those things hacked, because then you can go to it, and the enemy team will go like, oh, I'll go to it, but they can't do it. And then her passive is Opportunist. You can detect critically injured enemy through walls, and critical health in this game is about 50 down to 0. Well, like 50 to 1, because 0, you know you're already dead. But that is crazy that you can see people at like 50 health through walls, which is just bonkers. But Sombra is definitely here to change the game. Now, let's get into some of the nerfs and buffs that happened in Overwatch. Alright, actually here are a few general updates first. They made the number of data format improvements, which should decrease load time and reduce the game's storage space requirements, which is pretty good. They made several adjustments to the amount of experience needed to level. The amount of experience needed to reach level 2 through 13 remains unchanged. The amount of experience needed to reach level 14 through 100 has been slightly reduced, and the amount of experience needed to reach levels after 100 are now a constant 20,000 XP and will no longer reset after each promotion. So what that means is from like 2 up to like 13 and 14 to 100, that would be slightly reduced, but now it's all going to be the same at 20,000. So here are a couple of the hero balance changes. In general, dealing damage to things other than players, such as Torbjorn's turret or Symmetra's teleporter, no longer charges ultimate abilities, and the ultimate cost has been increased by 25% to all heroes. That is a change that I like. It's actually really good. So now let's get on to Ana. Ana, her nano boost has been changed. It no longer increases movement speed. Diva, her calm mech ultimate cost has been decreased by 20%, so she will be able to get her mech down faster after using it or losing it. And the mech health has been increased to 200. Formerly it was 100, and the armor remains at 400. So now instead of her having 500 health in total, she has a total of 600. And her movement speed while firing has been increased by 25%, so she will not be moving around really fast while she is shooting her guns. Lucio, his amp it up, his healing per second has been decreased by 10%, which is crazy because they're just pooping on him. Like, they're making Mercy really, really good. Mei, her Blizzard, her ultimate cost has been increased by 15%, which is good because she throws that stuff down really, really fast. Her Mercy's health passive regeneration now activates when Mercy avoids taking damage for 1 second. Formerly, it was 3, so she will be getting her health back a lot faster. Farah now has gotten a pretty good buff. Her minimum explosive damage has been increased by 13%, so she will be doing more damage, and her minimum explosion knockback has been decreased by 0%. Her jet jumps, her lift now is increased by 35%, which is good. I played with her a little bit, and that seems really good. Soldier 76, his pulse rifle, his bullets have now gone up in damage from 17 to 20. So now he will be doing a lot more damage, and his maximum bullet spread has been increased from 2.2 to 2.4. So he has a bit more of, a spread than before. Torbjorn, his scrap now automatically generates over time, little bits at a time. The amount of scrap collected from fallen enemies has been decreased by 40%, which is pretty good now since he has scrap that kind of comes every few seconds. In his forge hammer, his swing speed has been increased by 25%. So he'll be swinging that a little bit slower, and the damage decreased by 27%, so he won't be dealing a lot of damage. Widowmaker, her venom mine now explodes, no longer damages the player who placed the mine. Widow's Kiss, her charge rate has been increased by 20%. Now her Widow Kiss, I think that I don't know what that is, so I'll just have to figure that out sometime. Zarya, her particle barrier. Power gained by barriers is decreased by 20%, so she will not be getting as thick of a beam as faster. Her projected barrier, power gained from barriers is decreased by 20% as well. So the one that she sends to people also is the 20% less. And that does it for all the people, but here are a couple of more things. In general, the loading screen now displays the name of the chosen game mode when playing in the arcade. So kind of down in the bottom right next to loading, it will say whatever game mode it is. In general, it fixed an issue of sometimes prevented the PC client from closing properly, blah, blah, blah. I think that's all PC. AI, don't need to do competitive play. Fixed the bug that could cause overtime to contain something to assault maps. Fixed a bug that could cause matches to begin with 11 connected players. Heroes, fixed a couple of bugs for heroes. Maps, there's nothing really much for maps. And spectating, fixed a bug while spectating. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope that you guys found it enjoyable. If you guys enjoyed and would like to see a couple of, how this player works, or some tips and tricks just for Sombra or people in general, please let me know. Leave a like, please leave a comment down below if you guys want something like that, and I will see you guys in the next video. I feel paralyzed.